Fans of Diddy and Cassie both feel betrayed after learning the truth behind their real relationship. The days of a romantic relationship are over, and chilling allegations about the couple have started to surface. Diddy is said to have tried to control, manipulate, and destroy Cassie, causing her severe mental and physical torment. What is the truth behind these rumors? Don't miss this video to uncover the truth. You might not know this. Cassie first gained attention by Diddy with her striking looks and unique sound, but it was her debut single, Me and You, released in 2006, that truly catapulted her into the limelight. Me and You quickly became a massive hit, reaching top spots on the Billboard charts and establishing Cassie as a rising star in the music industry. The single, with its catchy melody and Cassie's sultry vocals, resonated with a wide audience, and soon she was a household name. However, Cassie's rapid rise to fame did not go unnoticed by influential figures in the music world, and one such person was Sean "Diddy" Combs, a mogul who had made his mark as the founder of Bad Boy Records, a label that was home to some of the most successful hip-hop and R&B artists of the era. Diddy, who had already established himself as a producer, artist, and entrepreneur, quickly recognized Cassie's potential. Known for his sharp eye for talent, Diddy saw in Cassie something special. She had not only the vocal chops, but also the image and charisma that could take her far in the music business. In short order, Diddy signed Cassie to his label, Bad Boy Records, giving her a prominent platform for her career to take off even further. While their professional relationship started with Cassie as an up-and-coming artist and Diddy as her mentor and label head, their dynamic soon began to shift. The music industry, particularly the world of celebrity and high-profile relationships, often finds personal and professional lines blurred. In this case, rumors began to swirl about a blossoming romance between the two, fueled by the close relationship they shared both professionally and personally. In the early years of their relationship, Diddy and Cassie were masters of keeping things private, despite the inevitable attention that came with their pairing. Both public figures in their own right often found themselves surrounded by the relentless gaze of the media. However, even as rumors about their romantic involvement swirled, neither Diddy nor Cassie confirmed or publicly acknowledged their relationship. Instead, they maintained an air of mystery, continuing to attend high-profile industry events and social gatherings, where they were often seen together, but never openly expressing the nature of their connection. This carefully curated privacy only fueled the public's intrigue, with tabloids and fans alike speculating about what was going on behind closed doors. At the time, Diddy was already a legendary figure in the music industry. Having established himself as a successful producer, entrepreneur, and mogul, he was synonymous with the heights of hip-hop and R&B. His record label, Bad Boy Records, had produced a legacy of chart-topping artists, from the notorious B.I.G. to Mary J. Blige and Usher. Diddy was a man of extravagant taste, known for his luxurious lifestyle, and his public persona was a well-oiled machine designed to keep him in the spotlight. By contrast, Cassie was much younger, an up-and-coming artist with the potential to make a mark, but still in the early stages of her career. Her youthfulness and fresh energy stood in stark contrast to Diddy's established star power and high-profile lifestyle. For Cassie, who was in her early 20s at the time, her relationship with Diddy was a gateway into a world she had long dreamed of being a part of. Signed to Bad Boy Records after Diddy discovered her, she was given an unparalleled opportunity to work with one of the most influential figures in the music industry. Yet, as she stepped into this world, it was clear that her role was not just as an artist, but also as a companion to Diddy, who seemed to take a special interest in her both professionally and personally. In many ways, Cassie brought a sense of youth and vitality to Diddy's life and public image. She was not only a striking presence, exuding beauty and grace, but also a symbol of fresh talent and new beginnings in the ever-evolving world of music. Their relationship was marked by a series of lavish gifts, glamorous parties, and high-profile public appearances. Diddy, known for his over-the-top gestures, spared no expense in his efforts to spoil Cassie. From extravagant shopping sprees to opulent vacations in exotic locations, the couple's life together seemed like a fairy tale come to life. Their public appearances at events like red carpet galas, award shows, and high-end social gatherings only added to the aura of their relationship. As a power couple in the entertainment industry, they were constantly in the limelight, their every move analyzed and admired by fans and critics alike. Diddy, already established as one of the most powerful figures in the business, helped solidify Cassie's place in the industry, offering her mentorship and guidance that many young artists would only dream of. However, despite the outward appearance of perfection, there were growing signs of tension beneath the surface of their relationship. Cassie, who had been thrust into the public eye at a young age, often found herself in the shadow of Diddy's larger-than-life persona. Diddy, a man accustomed to being the center of attention and living a high-speed, high-energy lifestyle, often clashed with Cassie's quieter, more reserved nature. While Diddy thrived on the hustle of his business ventures, his parties, and his constant public presence, Cassie, by contrast, preferred a more subdued and private life. She was known for being introspective and thoughtful, often preferring to remain out of the spotlight outside of her professional commitments. As the years passed, Diddy and Cassie's relationship evolved from something quietly held behind closed doors to a more public affair, drawing attention from both fans and the media. Early on, they had been careful about their private lives, maintaining an air of mystery around their romantic connection. However, as time went on, their appearances together became more frequent and visible, marking the next stage in their high-profile relationship. They attended glamorous events, such as award shows, parties, and industry galas, where they were often photographed as a couple. Their presence at these gatherings was a clear indication that their connection had solidified, and they were no longer concerned with keeping their relationship under wraps. One of the key ways that Diddy and Cassie shared their relationship with the world was through social media. In an era where platforms like Instagram and Twitter had become integral to celebrities' public personas, Diddy and Cassie began to post more personal moments, offering glimpses into their lives together. From sweet pictures of them at events to intimate photos during quiet moments at home, their social media accounts painted a picture of a happy, loving couple. These public displays of affection allowed their fans and followers to live vicariously through their romance, building a sense of connection between the couple and the public. To many onlookers, it seemed like a modern-day fairy tale, two glamorous and successful people who had found love in a world often defined by fleeting relationships and short-lived romances. In addition to their social media presence, the couple was frequently spotted vacationing in exotic locations. From tropical beaches to luxury resorts, their vacations became a hallmark of their relationship, providing them with an opportunity to enjoy each other's company away from the public eye. These getaways, often shared with their followers via pictures and posts, showcased a different side of the relationship, the relaxed, carefree version of a couple who seemed to be living life to the fullest. Their vacations were marked by lavish accommodations, expensive dinners, and moments of relaxation, with Cassie and Diddy appearing as the perfect couple, enjoying the fruits of their success and fame. Yet, despite the seemingly perfect image that they presented to the world, their relationship was far from free of complications. As the years went on, reports of breakups and reconciliations became increasingly common. The constant cycle of breakups and makeups painted a picture of a relationship marked by instability rather than one defined by lasting commitment. At various points, the couple would be seen in public, attending events and enjoying each other's company, only to later find themselves at the center of breakup rumors. These reports would often be fueled by media speculation, sometimes based on cryptic social media posts or reports that one of them had been spotted without the other. Despite the repeated nature of these rumors, Diddy and Cassie would often reconcile, with their relationship appearing to return to normal after brief periods of tension. Throughout the years of her relationship with Diddy, Cassie struggled to establish herself as an artist and individual outside of his considerable shadow. While she had initially gained fame as a young artist with the release of her debut single Me and You in 2006, her career trajectory was often perceived through the lens of her romance with the mogul. In the early years, Cassie had been thrust into the spotlight not just for her talent, but also for her relationship with one of the biggest names in entertainment. While this certainly opened doors for her and helped her gain visibility, it also created a narrative where she was often seen more as Diddy's girlfriend than as a fully realized artist in her own right. Cassie did release new music during this time, including her self-titled debut album and subsequent singles, but despite her clear potential and moments of artistic brilliance, she was unable to break free from the shadow of Diddy. The media, fans, and industry insiders alike often framed her music career through her association with him, which added an extra layer of pressure. It's not uncommon for women in the entertainment industry to be seen as part of the image of their more powerful male counterparts, and for Cassie, her role as Diddy's partner was often foregrounded, even in discussions of her music. Despite being signed to his label, Bad Boy Records, and having the benefit of his mentorship, Cassie struggled to be seen as an independent artist, as her identity became intertwined with his. Her modeling career, which was also part of her early rise to fame, was similarly influenced by her connection to Diddy. Cassie had been a successful model before entering the music scene, and she continued to work in fashion during her time with Diddy. Her striking beauty and presence made her a natural for the runway and editorial shoots. But again, the perception remained that she was Diddy's muse, a figure who was part of his world rather than her own. Despite her undeniable talents and accomplishments, the narrative around her career often felt secondary to her relationship, leading to frustration as she worked to establish her own identity. As the years went by, the dynamic of their relationship, where Diddy had been a guiding force in her career, began to put strain on both her personal life and professional aspirations. Cassie, who had once appeared eager to learn from Diddy, began to feel a growing desire for independence. She wanted to prove herself, not just as the woman who stood by Diddy's side, but as a multifaceted artist in her own right. This tension between her desire for artistic autonomy and the constant media focus on her relationship created friction. Cassie's growing ambition to define herself, separate from Diddy's influence, made it increasingly difficult to maintain the relationship. Diddy, a self-made mogul who had built his empire through his unwavering control over his career and the careers of those around him, was likely not ready to relinquish the role of mentor and protector. This created a power imbalance, where Cassie was striving for independence, but found herself constantly tethered to Diddy's orbit. As time went on, the cracks in the relationship became more visible, as Cassie sought new directions for herself, both personally and professionally. In 2018, after years of speculation, rumors of breakups, and periods of estrangement, Cassie and Diddy officially announced their breakup. The end of their relationship was a turning point for both of them, signaling the conclusion of a chapter that had seen both personal growth and struggle. For Cassie, it marked the beginning of a new phase in her life, one where she could finally pursue her own ambitions free from the constraints of her connection to Diddy. The announcement of their split came after months of quiet speculation, with many close to the couple noting that the relationship had been strained for some time. After the breakup, Cassie quickly moved forward in her personal life, finding new happiness with Alex Fine, a personal trainer who had been introduced to her through mutual friends. Alex, who had been working with Cassie's trainer and had previously admired her, seemed to provide a fresh sense of support and stability that Cassie had long been searching for. The couple quickly became inseparable, and their relationship was met with positive attention from fans and the media, in stark contrast to the public scrutiny that had often followed Cassie and Diddy. Within months of their relationship blossoming, Cassie and Alex Fine made headlines when they announced their engagement. The news of their engagement came as a surprise to many, but also signaled Cassie's newfound sense of independence and her ability to make choices for herself outside of her past associations. Their love story, though still relatively new, seemed to be unfolding with a sense of clarity and joy that had been absent in her previous relationship. Cassie's announcement of her pregnancy soon after the engagement added an additional layer of excitement to the couple's journey together. It was clear that Cassie, now in her 30s, had found a relationship that not only supported her career ambitions, but also provided the emotional connection she had been searching for during her years with Diddy. On November 16, 2023, Cassie filed a lawsuit against her ex-partner Diddy, making serious and disturbing allegations about their past relationship. The lawsuit, which shocked many, described a pattern of controlling, harmful, and abusive behavior that allegedly began when the two first met in 2005, when Cassie was just 19 years old. This legal action unveiled a troubling side to their long-term relationship, which had, until then, been largely presented in the public eye as a glamorous and aspirational love story. Cassie's suit revealed that the dynamics of their relationship were far darker and more complicated than previously known. The lawsuit painted a picture of a toxic relationship marked by emotional manipulation, control, and fear. Cassie claimed that Diddy's behavior toward her began with subtle control tactics that escalated over time, leaving her feeling isolated and unable to leave. According to the suit, the harm Cassie endured wasn't limited to emotional abuse, but also included physical confrontations and incidents involving harmful substances. These substances, which Cassie alleged were used to manipulate or coerce her, added another layer of distress to her already complicated and difficult experience. One of the most harrowing claims in the lawsuit was related to physical altercations. Cassie described instances in which she was subjected to physical confrontations during their relationship, adding a chilling aspect to the power dynamics that existed between them. These confrontations were not only indicative of the controlling nature of Diddy's behavior, but also highlighted the emotional and physical toll Cassie endured while trying to navigate her life in the public eye, where their relationship was often under intense scrutiny. The legal filing also referred to an incident that took place in 2018, near the end of their relationship, that further underscored the toxic environment in which Cassie had been living. According to the lawsuit, this particular incident occurred at Cassie's home, and it involved a confrontation that left her feeling fearful and unsafe. Although details of the incident were not fully disclosed, Cassie's description suggested that this was a pivotal moment in her decision to ultimately end the relationship. This event reportedly contributed to her decision to leave Diddy, marking the point where she could no longer tolerate the abuse and manipulation. Another part of the lawsuit focused on a troubling period in 2012 when Diddy allegedly became upset about Cassie's connection with rapper Kid Cudi. At the time, Cassie was rumored to be romantically involved with Kid Cudi, which reportedly caused a rift between her and Diddy. According to the suit, Diddy became increasingly jealous and possessive of Cassie during this period, and the tension reached a boiling point in an incident involving Kid Cudi's car. In response to the serious allegations made by Cassie in her lawsuit, Diddy's legal team vehemently denied any wrongdoing, calling the accusations offensive and outrageous. Diddy's lawyer, Ben Brafman, issued a public statement defending his client, rejecting the claims made by Cassie as not only unfounded, but as part of an extortion attempt. According to Brafman, the allegations were a direct response to what he described as Diddy's refusal to comply with Cassie's persistent demand for $30 million. Brafman's statement painted a picture of Cassie as someone who, after their breakup, sought to leverage the relationship for financial gain. The lawyer claimed that for the past 6 months, Cassie had been demanding a significant sum of money under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, a move Diddy's legal team described as nothing short of blackmail. This accusation suggested that Cassie's filing of the lawsuit was not a genuine pursuit of justice, but rather an attempt to tarnish Diddy's reputation and extract a large sum from him under duress. At the heart of Diddy's defense was the assertion that Cassie had initially attempted to coerce him into meeting her financial demand. According to the lawyer's statement, when Diddy rejected this demand, Cassie allegedly withdrew her threat of writing a book, but then resorted to filing a lawsuit filled with baseless and outrageous lies. Braffman's words painted Cassie as someone who had turned to legal action only after failing to get what she wanted through more personal and financially motivated means. This characterization of Cassie's actions implied that the lawsuit was less about seeking justice or exposing the truth of her past experiences, and more about trying to gain a financial payout from her ex-partner. In fact, Diddy's reputation had already been tarnished by decades of rumors surrounding his behavior, some of which included allegations of abuse, manipulation, and violent tendencies. These rumors persisted throughout Diddy's career, especially dating back to the 1990s, when his early rise in the music industry was marred by controversies and personal conflicts. While these allegations were often whispered behind closed doors or covered up by his powerful network, they never fully escaped public scrutiny. The lawsuit filed by Cassie in 2023, however, thrust these long-standing rumors into the spotlight, igniting a wave of new discussions about the darker side of Diddy's public persona. The filing marked the beginning of a very public unraveling of the empire he had worked tirelessly to build over several decades. The timing of the lawsuit was critical. Cassie's decision to bring these accusations forward seemed to serve as a catalyst for broader public awareness and scrutiny of Diddy's actions throughout his career. For years, Diddy had been celebrated as a successful entrepreneur and entertainment mogul, with his Bad Boy Records label shaping the careers of some of the most iconic names in hip-hop and R&B. He was known for his larger-than-life persona, flashy lifestyle, and contributions to the music industry. But beneath the glitzy exterior, the rumors of abuse had lingered, quietly shaping public perception of his character. Cassie's legal filing in 2023 brought these concerns to the forefront, presenting a clearer picture of the personal toll his actions may have taken on those closest to him. Despite the severity of the allegations, just one day after Cassie filed the lawsuit, both she and Diddy announced they had reached an out-of-court settlement. Cassie's statement was brief but pointed, confirming that she had chosen to resolve the matter amicably and on her own terms. "I've decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms I have some level of control over," she said in a statement. She also expressed gratitude to her family, fans, and legal team for their support during a difficult time. While the public nature of the lawsuit had drawn significant attention, Cassie's decision to settle suggested a desire for closure and a focus on moving forward, albeit under circumstances that left many questions unanswered. Diddy, too, released a statement confirming that both parties had decided to settle the matter in an amicable manner, although the specifics of the settlement were not disclosed. In his statement, Diddy reiterated the idea that the legal issue was being resolved peacefully, and he made no mention of the specifics of the accusations or his side of the story. This mutual announcement of a settlement was met with some level of relief from both parties. Yet the speed and lack of transparency surrounding the resolution quickly raised suspicions. The fact that Cassie, a public figure herself, was able to settle the matter so quickly with someone as influential as Diddy struck many as curious. Critics and onlookers, including former Making the Band member Aubrey O'Day, immediately questioned the circumstances surrounding the swift resolution. O'Day, who had been part of Diddy's reality show and had witnessed firsthand the dynamics of his relationships with others in the industry, was vocal about her suspicions. She, along with other insiders, expressed a belief that Cassie had been silenced in some way, potentially due to the immense power Diddy wielded in both the music industry and beyond. O'Day, who had long been outspoken about her own experiences with Diddy, suggested that Cassie may have been pressured into a settlement and silenced to avoid further public scrutiny or potential damage to Diddy's empire. The year 2024 marked a devastating period for Diddy, as a series of events began to dismantle the empire he had worked so hard to build. These events, compounded by the increasingly serious accusations against him, led to an irreversible shift in the public's perception of the entertainment mogul. The already tarnished reputation of Diddy took an even darker turn with the public revelation of an FBI raid on his home, which was conducted under suspicion of human trafficking. The raid itself was alarming enough, as it suggested that the renowned music mogul might have been involved in far more nefarious activities than anyone had previously imagined. The FBI's involvement brought heightened scrutiny and further cast a long shadow over his career and personal life, with many wondering how deep the corruption truly ran within his empire. However, it was an event that transpired in May of 2024 that proved to be the final blow to Diddy's reputation and the most shocking development in a series of explosive allegations. CNN obtained and released security footage from 2016, a year that was already significant in the timeline of Diddy and Cassie's tumultuous relationship. The footage was harrowing. It showed Diddy violently assaulting Cassie in a hotel room, an act that stunned the public. In the video, Diddy can be seen grabbing Cassie by the neck, shoving her, dragging her across the room, and even kicking her. The footage culminates with Diddy throwing an object at Cassie before walking away, leaving her in a vulnerable and disheveled state. This video was a game changer. While many people had already believed Cassie's claims based on her testimony and the history of her relationship with Diddy, this was undeniable proof of the abuse she had described. The visual evidence of physical violence was chilling, adding a layer of concrete reality to Cassie's accusations that had previously been largely debated in the public sphere. The video brought her story into the mainstream in an irrefutable way, providing a stark, unflinching look at the horrifying abuse that had been taking place behind closed doors. For many, the release of the footage confirmed what they had long suspected, that Cassie's testimony was not just the word of a scorned woman, but a genuine account of the horrific treatment she endured during her time with Diddy. In the wake of the footage's release, Diddy's response was swift, but it came far too late to stem the tide of public outrage. He released an apology video, attempting to address the allegations and the shocking video evidence that had surfaced. However, the apology felt hollow and inadequate in the face of the overwhelming proof of his abusive behavior. The public's reaction was mixed, with some expressing that the apology was an attempt to salvage his image rather than a genuine acknowledgement of his actions. Given the severity of the situation, the apology seemed more like a calculated move than a heartfelt expression of remorse. Diddy's reputation, once built on his influence and power within the music industry, now seemed to be crumbling under the weight of the abuse allegations, the FBI investigation, and the mounting evidence of his mistreatment of Cassie. For many, the release of the 2016 security footage and Diddy's subsequent apology served as a stark reminder of the pervasive nature of abuse within the entertainment industry. Diddy's actions, both during his relationship with Cassie and in the years since, painted a picture of a man who had used his power and influence to silence those around him, including Cassie, while simultaneously perpetuating a facade of success and charisma. His abuse of Cassie was not just physical, it was mental, emotional, and sexual as well. The extent of the harm he allegedly caused to Cassie over the years was staggering. She had not only been subjected to physical violence, but had been stifled in her career, forced to live in the shadow of Diddy's controlling behavior, and, as the lawsuit had suggested, had endured a toxic, abusive relationship that spanned many years. What do you think about how Diddy ruined Cassie? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.